welcome to another episode of the Sunday Scaries with myself, Josh, and my main man, Bob.
Featuring a single engine airplane. Look at that. This is wonderful. This is what happens when you live near an airport.
It's a little background noise.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Makes you want to look up and dream, you know?
How can humans fly?
Oh!
Like birds.
How can they fly?
Yeah,
What have you been up to, Bob?
I've been living life, man. Yesterday we spent the whole day trying to erect an above-ground pool. Now, we're successful. It's up. It's running. We're still trying to fill it up with water.
How many hours you clock in on that?
On working on it?
Yeah.
I think we probably started around maybe 12 or 1 and got done with building the pool like in an hour and a half, whatever.
There you go.
No big deal. But like...
One big brown really changed the tide.
We needed 5 browns, like you said. We needed just 5 little browns and just fucking popped it up in 15 minutes with the water in it while it was filling up because, you know, Mexican ingenuity. What are you going to do? Now today I feel like I want to go to like a chiropractor.
Oh, yeah.
Get all cracked up, or I need to get like one of those like deep tissue massages.
That's what you need for those 5 browns.
Oh, dude.
It's rubbing you down.
Oh, yeah, the little 5 brown hands. No, man, like yesterday, Sam wanted to get in when everybody was all said and done, sit down and run through some more Diablo, you know, because this is still that new season and we're really handling business again. And I go, Sam, dude, my fucking digits are tight. My digits are Kris Kringle, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They're full of magic, but they can't move. I'm fucking done, bud.
Yep.
I'm done.
The body is willing, but the flesh is spongy and bruised.
I wanted to knock it out. I wanted to get in there and bash some shit, but that's a repetitive bashing, you know? And the grippers weren't gripping, you know? So it's a disappointing Saturday
Up a
night.
pool, down a Diablo. That's what they always say.
So yeah, today it should be filled up today, probably around 10 and whatnot. I might take a cold ass dip because it's very well deserved.
Nice.
You know?
A victory dip.
Oh no, I probably not because Sam wants to do the chemical life. You know what I mean?
Oh,
She
gotcha.
wants to make sure that
Not white people shit.
the fucking burns and acids and stuff. I'm just in there for the chill mode.
Well, me and the fam just got back from Holiday World.
Shit.
It was a fucking blast. If you can get there as soon as it opens, you got 2 or 3 hours before the locust / people are everywhere.
Fucking masses.
Yeah, dude. Like, ugh. It was a good time though. I actually have not gone to a whole lot of theme parks at all, and nor have I been on a bunch of roller coasters. So, right off the rip, we took me, Brianna, and Charlotte, and just hopped on the biggest coaster they got just to set the tone.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nuts, man.
Oh,
it was probably like, it felt like 10 minutes. We were on there just getting whipped around on this wooden coaster. The Voyage.
Shit.
But it was good to get that out of the way, and then the rest of the day was just smooth sailing. Couldn't top that one.
Man, I used to love to go to like the theme parks because where I grew up, we had 3 just literally like an hour away from each other.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And the cool thing was like if you got one of the yearly annual passes, at that time it was probably like $60. One person needs to get it because you get like a bunch of these take a guest or take a friend or 50% off next ticket, whatever. They give you little side coupons with it. So like we would go to like Knott's Berry Farm and just have some fucking roller coaster fun, and then Six Flags the next weekend. And then we literally stopped going to Disneyland because it just became fucking nothing was going on.
Yeah.
You know?
It's the same stuff over and over
again. You had Space Mountain, you had the Matterhorn, and those were like the top rides, you know, unless you wanted to teacup throw up. You know, that's the only time you would want to have a good time to spray other people, you know. But other than that, you're just like, you know, whatever. Let's go to Knott's.
Hit it projectile style.
Knott's was cool as shit, dude. And then what else was? Yeah, then Six Flags. The last time we did it, probably was like '99, and it was like the Goliath came out, and that thing was like fucking frightening, dude. But we did it back to back to back to back.
Nice.
Yeah, that shit was dope. But yeah, man, I love a good theme park.
I do appreciate that all of them in Holiday World are wooden, except for like 3.
Yeah, we went on the Raven,
17.
dude.
Yeah,
Dude,
they got the Raven there. Yeah.
I'm a large individual, so I took one whole booth, right? And there's this one part where you do a dip and then a little high up, and there's a bridge over there. I thought I was gonna get fucking decapitation, and I went, help me, why me and only me? So what up, big dog? I thought Holiday World was pretty cool back in the day. We went like about 2 years ago or so.
Highly recommend. Definitely enjoyed the water park side of it more than the dry side, just because I'm a wet individual.
Yeah.
But
wet ass motherfucker.
But yeah, Holiday World was fucking bomb. Highly recommend. But let's move into the segments here. What movies you been watching?
Well, did you watch the movies?
I've watched The Monkey Man. And I've watched The Warrior. Let's start with Monkey Man.
Okay.
Monkey Man, not as advertised. You think it's going to be a John Wick. It is still a revenge story, but it's mostly him getting the shit beaten out of him with the monkey mask, and then him essentially taking on the world, trying to hit up some vengeance or whatever. Nothing. And then like an hour and a half, boom, we're back to the action with the shaky cam. Did not appreciate the shaky cam. I do not think this is a movie you want to watch at home. If you have the ability to watch it in a theater, you probably should. I will say I'm really liking the seedy underbelly of India. I think that is a cool backdrop to these action movies.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I guess just because it seems like newer, because typically you look at old action movies, it's always like, oh, the Russians in America, or, you know, just some foreign entity.
Yeah.
But it being based in India with the seedy underbelly, like, kind of like Extraction. Like, I really love the first Extraction.
Yeah.
I don't even think I watched the second one, but I don't know. I feel like action movies have come a long way. Still not really my bag. Like, specifically the revenge story, because I'm just like, I'm just sitting there and I pretty much know how it's all going to unfold.
Absolutely.
And then it unfolds exactly how you think it's going to unfold. So Monkey Man, I would give it a 6.5 out of 10. But I think you could bump that up to an easy 8.5 in a theater.
Oh, okay. I see that though, man. Because you're right. I like to call it the hit cam.
Yeah.
Because homie was getting hit and you felt the whole camera shift. You know, especially that one part where he throws the dude into the microwave.
Yeah.
Did you see that? And,
Yeah.
and like the whole thing's cracked, and he was fighting like 3 cats in the kitchen at once. And it was just like very devastating hits. Either getting stabbed and all that shit was just like, okay, this is a very well choreographed fight scene. You're right, dude. It's very cool to experience like a different underbelly instead of like the United States underbelly, or like you said, the Russian underbelly.
Yeah, or just some foreign entity on American soil.
Yeah, it was like, okay, we didn't know that was happening until homie over here is like, you go out there and you make us that money. I was like, damn, dude, okay, they're selling the sex, okay? I got you. I know where I'm at now. And, yeah, dude, it's just another it's a better revenge thriller, you know what I mean? I feel like there was more at stake for him. He was getting back.
Well, he was taking on, like, the whole of it.
Yeah, he was taking on basically the government in the fighting style. But, the thing that irritates me about a lot of these action movies, and trust me, I watch a shitload of action movies. Okay, I'm really getting tired of the allowing the main boss guy to speak.
You want him to be more.
You came there to kill a motherfucker.
Oh,
Why you let him get a little closer? Why you let him give a little chat time? No.
Well, maybe there's a chance they become buddies.
There's no buddy time. He's come there for blood. He looked visually. He looked like he was about to cry and fall apart. You know. So use your last energy to stab the motherfucker in the eye. You know what I mean? So I got those.
My
those
plan.
Parts. Yeah, I've been doing this to make you ascend to be a better man. Why don't you join me now? No, bitch. I came here to fuck you up.
Yep.
I came here to give you the what for. You know. So
but yeah, I think it's well executed. Everything like that. Should have saw it in theaters for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Most people are saying false advertisement because it really does just look like an Indian version of John Wick,
Mm-hmm.
and then you really don't get a whole lot of action. He's got to do a lot of finagling to get up there, but yeah, pretty good. And then shifting on over to Warrior Season 1, Episode 1, I definitely enjoyed that more than Monkey Man. I like the kind of like political undertones.
Mm-hmm.
If you haven't seen it, Warrior, is that feudal? Would that be considered like feudal?
No, not at all.
China or
no? This is it's like 1910 San Francisco.
Oh, okay.
This is like the opening of Chinatown. This is the end of making the railroad system. You know.
So homie crosses the river, crosses the little body of water, to go save his sister, and his sister's like, "Nah, dude. Nah, man, I'm straight.
I'm straight.
I'm straight.
I'm good, baby boy.
Got a little army.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't there." He's like, "But I was trying to be." She's like, "You weren't there."
You weren't there. You don't understand.
He's like, "All right, I'm gonna go back home." It's like, "Well, you're branded, so now you cannot go back home." And it actually gave me really big Blue Eye Samurai vibes.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that, where like the story sets up where every character has kind of like almost a different motive, and you have to sit down and watch the rest of the show to figure out what that is.
Yeah.
So, just watch the first episode. I will give the pilot like a 9 out of 10.
Mm-hmm.
I truly enjoyed the. Also, a lot of the action, like, kind of like the same thing I always say with Star Wars. So the thing that makes Star Wars action so good is the stakes.
Yeah.
You know, there's stakes behind it. There's not just like, I'm the baddest motherfucker in the world.
Mm-hmm.
Just come fight me.
Exactly,
Come find out.
dude.
Come get some.
Come get some.
Get you a piece. But highly recommend The Warrior, and recommend Monkey Man, but only if you got like a home theater going on, or if it sees a re-release in theaters.
Yeah, it's not a phone watch.
No.
It's not a phone watch.
Not even close.
It's not a 43-inch watch either.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 65 and higher.
Yeah, 65 higher, get you some surround sound.
Yeah. Feel that fucking...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe be sweating before you hit play.
Yeah, because this...
Go for a run.
It just looks hot.
Yeah.
You
Everybody's
look
sticky.
like you're sticky, hot, sweaty, and so it'd be cool if you just experienced that too.
We're back in the 80s of Top Gun, where everyone's just hot and sweaty.
Shirts, tops are off and everything.
Tops are popping off.
Jeez, it's hot shit, you know. But yeah, for Warrior, to me, I really enjoyed the way where it goes. You know, they're speaking Mandarin to each other, and then, like, out of nowhere, it seamlessly turns into English, even though you know that they're speaking Mandarin to themselves. So when they go towards, like, a English-speaking person, it goes back to Mandarin.
Yeah.
For them, and they're talking shit to them, you know. So
definitely appreciated that as well.
Yeah, it's a very nice transition. I've never seen anything like that in any kind of media, where they're able to do that seamlessly. What is it called? The guys, the main character for the Warrior is He was on Snake Eyes, and I think he's getting some more roles lately too. I think he's a good actor. He goes and tears that shit up. But yeah, I didn't watch the third season yet. I don't know why. I keep on trying to pull the trigger, but too much shit, and I'll get focused again.
Too much media.
I knocked it out the first time. I was like, fuck, it's fucking dope. Yeah.
So what shows you been watching?
But this week has been nothing but movies, I think, or the stuff that I did in it. Because for shows, I'm still watching The Office. My adventure is still going.
How far are you now?
I'm at the part where the new HR lady came in.
Oh, great! Yeah.
And she thinks
female Michael. Yeah.
She thinks Kevin is a Momo. But how do you not? Like, when you're introduced to Kevin, he wants some M&M's?
Yeah.
I keep them here so everybody doesn't eat them. And then he's standing in front of the vending machine.
Oh, you drive yourself around?
No, you drive.
You drive?
Yeah, he's standing in front of the vending machine looking at his coins and looking at what he wants. And she starts helping him count the coins, right? And she goes, "Oh, this is a button." "Oh, yeah, that's a button."
And he looks at the camera, he's like, "I think she likes me," or whatever.
Oh, shit. Still, Kevin. Top character for me.
Yeah. I think Kevin's always been a little sweetheart.
Every single time, man. But other than that, I watched the Trigger Warning, the new Jessica Alba movie on Netflix.
Okay.
It's just one of those ones where they open up with a very bad metal song, which I've never heard before. It's just like, I guess they couldn't get the rights to a very good type of metal song because it's like war. They're in some sandy place.
It's a syndicated one, or do you think they made it themselves?
Who knows? I don't know. So they're doing and it's just like, okay, cool. I understand this is action time. They're getting chased, and she's shooting out the door. But if anybody watches it, when she kicks open the door to start shooting people, you can very much tell she's sitting in a studio with the vehicle rocking back and forth, just like slightly to shoot, because it's like I don't see any wind in the hair like moving, So I go, okay, this is literally like we're 55 seconds in, and I'm already like, okay, I know what I'm dealing with here. So apparently she's a soldier, top notch, and she's like a hand-to-hand fucking knife, person, whatever. So she gets a call. Her father dies in a mining incident.
Not again.
Not again. So she has to go back to the town, where the town's name is the same last name of the biggest family in the town. And you already know, if you've watched any shitty movies like this, that the person with the name in the town is the most corrupt person. Okay? And he's running for mayor, and his son's sheriff, and the other son is like a drug runner. So this is happening. It's just like, okay, buds, I'm gonna finish watching you, but I'm also gonna be playing Heavy Duty Magic on Arena.
Just kind of peeking up every now and then.
Peeking like, oh shit, oh that's cool, man. So
good job, Jessica Alba.
Yeah, good job. So that's a solid 2 out of 10 Dark Angels for me. You know what I mean?
Oh man.
So that was just very disappointing.
I love Dark Angel.
Oh, me too. That's why she'll always have a little place in the heart.
Yeah.
And then after that, I think the next day I watched the new Zac Efron with Nicole Kidman and Joey King. The Family Affair,
mm-hmm.
where Zac Efron's a superstar actor, and Joey King is his assistant, and she's tired of being his assistant. She wants to be a producer, so she quits. So he finds his way to her house to apologize to get her back, because his life is not the same. You know, it's one of those ones where I'm so rich I can't fucking deal without having a person doing my rich shit. You know,
Yeah.
like
The menial stuff.
Yeah, like blowing on my food if it's too hot. If it's there's nobody to do that, then I don't want it. Okay, so
Life's not worth living.
Yeah, you know, you poors don't know.
You don't.
You don't know. So he goes to the house,
And you'll never know.
and the fine ass Nicole Kidman is cleaning the house, and you know, one thing leads to another, and then there's like they're doing a little Bangalicious time. You know what I mean? And
Nice.
and so this is a nice little like rom-com thing where won't they, will they, and you know, it's just it was an entertaining watch. You know, this right here I give it like a 6 out of 10 Moulin Rouges, man.
Sick.
You know what I mean? I'm in there. I thought it was a very cute little rom-com, but I watched that because I was waiting until 2:30 a.m. to get my Axel Foley on.
Oh.
Okay, I was just like, okay.
The truth comes out.
Okay, here it goes. I started around 12, you know, and I was like, okay, this is a cool movie. Now let's get that fucking Beverly Hills Cop Axel F. I don't know why they changed it Beverly Hills Cop AF. You know, that's what it was originally dropped as. You know, we knew it was Axel Foley, not Beverly Hills Cop as fuck. You know, that's so stupid.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I went down and I watched it. JGL, man. You add Joseph Gordon-Levitt to anything, it's elevated.
Yeah.
It's fun.
He's America's sweetheart.
He totally is, dude. But this time he's wearing he's got a beard and long hair, so he looks like a disheveled detective. You know what I mean? So, you know, the same things happens for the last 3 other Beverly Hills Cops. Something happens in Beverly Hills. He comes from Detroit to go and help out his daughter because she's having problems, right? But the funniest thing was like when he gets arrested, which happens in every Beverly Hills Cop.
Yeah.
Eddie Murphy gets arrested, gets taken to the Beverly Hills Police Department. Well, that's where him and Joseph Gordon-Levitt's character meet, and I rolled because he goes, "You have a very big rap sheet." And he was like, 1982 was the first time you got arrested here. 1984, you know, oh, this seems like it's a thing. And then in 1990, it was not a really good light. Meaning that Beverly Hills Cop 3 was a piece of shit. And everyone knows it.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just poking fun at it.
Oh,
so it was
yeah.
funny, you know, to me. I was like, oh, shit. Yeah, because, yeah, Beverly Hills Cop was like pure garbage. And I want to say, like, I don't know if it was last week or 2 weeks ago episodes where I said, why isn't Eddie Murphy added into the action hero catalog?
Yeah.
I want to retract that.
Okay.
He does not belong in the action hero
Appreciate
catalog.
that. Appreciate
Okay, because I watched it, because I went and watched other ones, and I'm just like...
He's kind of like a Mr. Bean, right?
It's not like Mr. Bean. It's like he uses everything around him, but most of the times it's just him trying to hang on for dear life. You know what I mean?
That's right.
That's
yeah,
all it really
it's always
is.
that
Okay,
same,
yeah, he shoots, pow, 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 pow. And then, you know, it makes it quite, why is your mama, you know? Ooh, I love waffles.
Yeah.
You know? So...
Oh, my God.
So it's just another one of those...
Who the hell don't like parfaits?
Kevin Bacon's is the villain, and I like Kevin Bacon's. You know, the Baconator can do anything.
He's a great villain.
Totally, dude. He looks like a real life Skeletor.
Yeah.
You know, he's got the Skeletor.
He looks like a Skeletor and a '90s bully grown up all at the same time.
All at the same time. But yeah, so it was fun. I give it, you know, like 5 donkeys out of 10. You know, he's really...
It's pretty good for a 4th installment.
A 4th installment.
Of IP, yeah.
Of the exact same movies, just with a 2024 stamp above it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They added the technology. They added the fucking the bullshit that's going on nowadays. You know, nothing bigger than that. You know, it's still, I get so irritated about the city damage. You know, it's just so willy nilly.
They're never going to reference it.
So willy nilly.
Unless the show is about that. You know?
Well, no. I mean, Paul Reiser was in the other movies, right, as his friend in Detroit. So the opening sequence, you know, they do some wild shit, and the music goes on, dun 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 dun, dun, you know, not the DuckTales one. I don't know why I went DuckTales, but you know what I mean.
Live action DuckTales.
It's that's what it sounds like, and it goes and they destroy some shit, and then like Paul Reiser's like, I basically am retiring so that you won't get in trouble.
Yeah.
You know, that's whatever. I wouldn't do it. What the fuck, man?
Driving off into the sun.
So, yeah, that was there. Let me see what else did I watch. Yeah, I think that's literally all I watched.
So, got off work Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
Maybe Wednesday. Had to go to Walmart to pick up the Blu-ray.
Oh.
For the first Slam Dunk. Let me tell you something, kids.
Tell me.
That movie is so fucking good. Let me tell you what. It starts out, it's a family. You got two brothers, a sister, a mother, and a father. They have lost their father.
So like at a mall?
No, he's dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he got big dead.
Yeah.
So he's big dead. The eldest brother steps up to be the man of the family. He's teaching his little brother how to play basketball because that's like really his bag. He says, I'll play one more game with you. And then his boys show up. They're like, come on, let's go fishing. And the big brother's like, oh, I'm so sorry, little brother, I gotta go. And then little brother's like, you're a bitch, always been a bitch, I hate you, don't ever talk to me. Gets on the boat, does not come back. The big brother gets big dead. We are left with a brother, a sister, and a mother. Obviously, the mother's torn to pieces. Then the movie starts. It is one basketball game where you find out about every individual player. You got the goofy guy with red hair, who is just a complete show-off, loudmouth, not even very talented, hasn't even played basketball that long. You have the gangster. You got the gangster in the background. You have the main character who is the little brother, who has now become kind of a big talent, but is also very show-offy and just kind of expects everybody to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
So he's doing the flashy moves, and you know, if you can't keep up, you can't keep up. And then you got the leader of the team, who is literally doesn't care about anybody around him, just cares about victory and how to get there.
Shit.
What makes this movie so good is that they are playing this one game of basketball in front of like scouts and all that, so there is pretty high stakes and whatever. But like as it goes on, it has that classic little like they'll blow the whistle for timeout, and then boom, it's off to a flashback.
Shit.
Flashbacks are top tier. I give this fucking movie like 10 animes out of 10.
Shit.
I am obsessed with this movie. I've watched it probably 3 times now that I have finally gotten my hands on that English dub.
Mm.
And I am telling you, if you want a good fucking time, unfortunately, you are going to have to go to Walmart and buy it on Blu-ray. I don't know where else you can grab it, but it is.
I wonder if it's available to buy on like Vudu or Amazon.
I don't think so.
Because
the ads say only on Blu-ray.
Like I said, there's like there's an old dusty PlayStation 4 somewhere in the house.
That's what I'm watching it.
That's literally like I have no more. There's no more Blu-ray players.
I was devastated. I got home and then I looked at my PlayStation 5 and I was like, "Oh, I got the digital."
Oh yeah, it's.
And then I remembered I had the dusty PS4 and we were off to the races. But my wife hates this movie now because that's all I talk about.
Excellent.
It's so good. I'm telling you. Just give it a chance.
You, man.
Pop it in.
I love doing that.
Pop it in. Anime is so good about giving you emotional stakes to anything, especially sports. I will warn you, it does have the 3D animation.
Yeah.
Which is not something that I'm a fan of. I don't care. The story's amazing.
I think it's pretty cool. It looks real, like the parts that I've watched. It looks like a real. You know how they did the Lord of the Rings, the cartoon?
Yeah.
Where they filmed
they had,
real
like, the people animation.
Yeah,
thing.
and then they put animation on top of it. That's how it sort of feels, but with a better technology. I like the way it looks, actually. So I can't wait. I'll check
it seems
that out.
like a lot of people or a lot of shows do that because it makes it to where if you have like a moment and then you freeze it for a second, you can just actually go around them.
Yeah.
And, you know, it makes for a cool little action shot.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I'm old school. I've always loved just classic 2D,
little cell shaded
90s animation.
Nice,
but
dude.
that's me.
Man,
that's me.
The way you describe it, though, it's literally giving me the like the synopsis of fucking Sunset Park.
I don't know what that is.
You've never seen Sunset Park?
No.
It was like a '90s basketball team with like black players, like Terrence Howard's in it, and
I'm definitely gonna check it out now.
dude,
though.
it's like that, but gangster shit. Where instead of they went fishing, homie's brother got.
Yeah. The gangster in Slam Dunk is he just hits you with his fists. Yeah, he's not shooting nobody.
Yeah, so
and kind of over some dumb shit.
I bet, dude. He's so stupid.
Because like even specifically like the leader of the team leader, whatever, not the coach but the player leader. You don't hear a whole lot about him, but there's a moment in the movie where he falls down and he gets back up. He's kind of like in this like limbo like headspace, and then he sees all his teammates as like these little tiny like black creatures with like their faces, and he's just like, because he's pushing himself and everybody too hard without actually leading them. He's just barking at them, and he's about to get up, and he like looks over at them, and they look up at him, and you know, they look at each other, look back at him. They're like, "What are we to you? Are we really just pawns for your ends or whatever?" And I was like,
fuck
yeah, let's go,
dude. I gotta watch it now, dude.
It's so good, man.
Oh man,
Gets me fired up.
I gotta watch that shit. That sounds
Fired
cool.
up. But yeah, let's get off that.
Oh man.
So I've not been watching any TV really. I put a hold on Your Honor because we've been doing Holiday World and birthday stuff.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think if I watched anything. I still just have DBZ on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
It is so funny to watch it with my daughter. She has 1,000 questions. She's like, "Why is that guy green? Why do they have monkey tails?" And I'll be like, I was like, "Well, the Saiyans have monkey tails. They're aliens." She's like, "Well, they look like regular people." I'm like, "Look, lady, I didn't make this fucking show. Okay, it's just the way it goes.
Just sit back and enjoy the power up, okay?"
And then now you got me back having The Office in rotation as background noise.
It totally is background noise, and it's very fun background because, like, literally, you don't have to watch the episode. You could just, like, you know, as you're passing and go take a shit to the restroom, you take a look at the screen, and they say some wild shit, and you go, "Shit," and you walk away. You know, it's really not, to me. It's not too big. I mean, yeah, there's. For a first-time watcher as myself, yeah, I've got to watch it. But, like, for instance, you know, we're just hanging out and you have it on the background.
Yeah, you throw it back to the beginning. Yeah. Like, I forgot how much I love Drunk Pam.
Oh, my gosh.
Second drink. And then she's like, "I want to thank God for this Dundee, and I feel God in this Chili's tonight."
Oh,
so
man, Pam's
fucking
a
great.
gem, dude.
So great.
Oh, shit.
I'm curious to see how the spinoff or whatever that is goes.
Yeah, whatever they're doing. Yeah, I don't know. I can't wait to finish it so I can understand the spin-off that's coming.
Because like I'm not opposed to those kind of things, but at the same time it kind of has to stand on its own 2 feet, so to speak. Like obviously Walking Dead's a big fucking turd and nobody should watch that show. There's like 4 spin-offs of that show.
Yeah.
None of them very good. But what I do want to talk about is like during COVID, I don't know if The Office did this, but Parks and Rec had like a COVID episode where they were all at home and they just did it over Zoom. Fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Awful.
Yeah, there's
horrible
no
idea.
Yeah.
There's no reason to do that whatsoever.
Well, they were in the midst of doing all those, like the Princess Bride. People did the Princess Bride over Zoom, and there were like the different people played.
That is not. That content is not made for me.
That right there is literally more than anything. It's to listen to. I can't watch it.
Yeah.
It's whatever. Talking about listening to. What was your music this week?
I've been getting really into, or back into Mac Miller. But let me set the stage here.
Come on.
I've never been a Mac Miller fan.
Yeah.
But then he had a NPR Tiny Desk.
You and your Tiny Desks, man.
Dude, you should check it out. It's really good.
I watched a few Tiny Desks. I watched the Wu-Tang Clan.
No, you have to listen to this one.
Oh, jeez.
So, never been a big Mac Miller fan. I always liked like the Trump song way back when I was like in a freshman in high school or whatever. Didn't ever really dig the albums. My wife was a big fan. And then he put out this album, Swimming. I believe it's the one. I believe that's the one he put out right before he died. But it is so good. It's almost like a concept rap album. There's a lot of really weird beats and flows and stuff going on because it's not like your Killer Mike Run the Jewels type stuff. Like, it's really introspective and talks really deeply about the stuff that he has gone through in his life. And what got me listening to the album was the Tiny Desk. You feel that. Like, you feel like how destroyed he is in front of, those some odd people at NPR performing a few of these songs off this particular album. So, highly recommend. I wore it out all year, the year it came out, and then now I'm just kind of recycling it right now.
Jump right back in.
Having a good time. Being
I'll
a sad boy.
I'll give it a nice little peek,
It's pretty good. Sad boy rap.
Sad boy rap. Let me tell you, I also went back in time. I went back in time to around 2004 through 2006.
Look at that sneaky little smirk.
Dude, I don't know what happened. Just out of nowhere, like, I was listening to my DJ on Spotify, and they threw me a couple songs, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go back, and I went to back to like the Decade Dance era, where there was like Gym Class Heroes, Cobra Starship. I really ran through all that shit again, and I'm like,
we're gonna have to cancel the pod.
Oh man, dude, I listened to the fuck out of this. You know what I mean? I was leaving Canada when that popped off. You know what I mean? So I listened to that because I was the only because I got my first iPod, a little black, 32 gigs, and you just mashed.
Not a big deal.
Not a big deal.
We don't talk about it.
At that point, 32 gigs of music with an iPod.
You were a king.
That was like $300 for the iPod.
Yeah.
So I was just like, hell yeah, with my wired headset. You needed that.
That's what we had back then, kids.
So I wore that motherfucker out, and I was just like, oh, dude, I remember this whole thing, especially with like the Cobra Starships and
Jesus.
What is that? Hey Monday, Iron and Wine from. I forgot what it was, dude, but yeah.
The band Iron and Wine?
No. That's the band Iron and Wine. The Hush sound was also there, so I was listening to all that bullshit,
I wore them out too.
On the way.
Iron and Wine and the Band of Horses or whatever.
Yeah, dude.
I still rock them every now and then.
So I was what I listened to on the bus all the way down from Canada to Houston, which I got stopped up at during Katrina when it crossed.
You were well traveled,
dude. I went through Katrina in New Orleans.
You really are a hobbit. Yeah.
I was like, okay, so I was stuck there.
No, guys, I'm just passing through.
Just passing through, guys.
I'll take a bottle of water.
I'll take more than a bottle of water. We took Target. I ain't playing, dude. Like, we literally, because we were on, like, the
So
fourth
it's
floor of
dark.
this hotel, or, you know, and...
Is that where you got your red card?
That's where I got my red card. And, I went and, we got in these little, like, makeshift rafts, and we loaded it up with, like, Target shit.
Oh my god.
And brought it back to all the families and shit. And we ransacked places. You know, what are you going to do? There's
What are you
nothing
gonna
to
do? What are you gonna do?
I couldn't leave.
No gods, no masters.
There was no exits. There's no exits for like 2 weeks, dude. Anyway, so that was cool. That's what I listened to. I jumped back into
Just
that time.
grabbing things off the shelves to gym class heroes.
Unnecessary things too, man.
Oh, I'm sure you're. You know, that's what I was gonna say. You're at a Target.
I'm at a Target, dude.
It's all knickknacks and lotions.
No, dude, their camping supplies. They still had a bunch of like the stoves. I got little gas things. Of course, I took like 45 knives because I don't know what the fuck the world's gonna give me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was
And
about
you
to
could just
stab
be.
a motherfucker.
You could have
too.
become the knife throwing guy.
Oh, dude, that would have been dope. But yeah, so that was a whole nother world there.
What you had the what iPad did you have or what iPod?
It was the black with the colored screen.
Okay.
You know, and you had the wheel still.
I was a broke bitch with the shuffle. You remember the shuffle?
Dude, I totally remember the slim one
Yeah.
or the little baby one.
Little baby one.
Little baby one you clipped on your shirt. You
Bro,
know?
I would lose that thing daily.
I think that was like that was like a 12 gig one, whatever.
Yeah.
But the fucking programs took like 8, so you had 4 gigs to go on it.
You had four albums on that bitch.
Oh
Max.
man, dude! But it was a shuffle, so you could throw anything in there, and like I had one of those too, because I think it was like $80 or some shit like that.
It was indestructible. I washed it 4 times.
Jeez,
Still bumping.
dude, I remember that shit, dude. I put like Wu-Tang, Coheed and Cambria. Like I went around and did my little stupid bullshit on the shuffle. But I did, when I first came up here, I met a few guys playing Gears of War.
Okay.
All right, so
Original?
we went and competed at a tournament in Murfreesboro. This was like maybe 06, 07, or maybe 08, I don't know. But we won it, right?
Nice.
We beat everybody, and the 5 of us each got a Gears of War Zune.
Oh wow.
You remember a Zune?
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Dude, it had, I think it was like a 320 gig Zune or some shit like that. Something wild, man. And it held everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I literally don't know what happened to it. You know, but I remember purchasing like the Zune like subscription for like $8, and I don't remember ever
Using it.
not just using it, but ever unsubscribing to it.
Oh man.
You know what I mean?
You
I don't
probably
think
owe
I'm
them-
being charged still because
You
I
probably
think
owe
it's
them a
all
bunch of
dead.
money.
I think they shut the whole thing down. They're like, Apple won. I'm out of here.
Yeah.
You know. So
The house always wins.
and I remember like I've seen it many times moving the Zune, and it's just like a heavy brick. It's heavier than any phone I've ever had. You know, so it's just like. But it had a cool little emblem in the back. It had Marcus Phoenix, you know, and the emblem in the back, and it was cool. You know, I thought it was a really cool thing, but it's a fucking Zune. What are you gonna do?
Gears of War does have some killer music though.
Oh yeah, dude. I remember the ad for it. It was that the Cruel World or something like that from I know it was a cover of Tears for Fears, but it was like some guy's jewel, whatever. It was a really sad, soft song, and it's just Marcus Phoenix walking down the fucking street, seeing all his people in the dust.
How's everybody so jacked? It's like the end of the world. There's no food or whatever.
Listen. At the end of the world, at this time, they had nothing but steroids to keep you alive, baby. They jacked. Woo!
Brother, let's go, brother.
You know, that was my favorite character. What is his name? The football player guy that was playing him. Yeah, I got it.
Pow.
Boom.
Got him.
Whatever it was, guys. But he was dope.
So we're
until the
talking to
cowboy came
Bob,
along.
#1 Gears of War player in the world.
No, dude, not anymore. I've tried to get on Gears 5, and I did a little multiplayer online shit, and I was getting smoked.
You gotta watch out with these kids these days.
Dude, these kids, man, they giving me that 2-piece and a biscuit, but
These kids.
These kids.
What do I do with these kids?
Yeah, I'm not long to quit. You know, like, I'm not fast. I got fat fingers.
Now, my question for you for this episode:
Mm-hmm.
You have two options. Would you rather face the hardships of a Red Dawn style invasion, or zombie apocalypse? Both would be overnight. Both would be like your real life.
Like you. We're in this.
Like here right now. So you'll have to make a game plan on either a foreign invader or a full-blown zombie apocalypse.
I'll do the zombie apocalypse.
Where are you holding up at? Like after your resources are depleted at home, or even if you just bounce out ASAP, where are you holding down at?
In all reality, I would probably gather everybody as I can, the people that I know, and suggest to go to Sam's dad's cabin.
Get you a
it's
little
in
militia.
The middle of like nowhere, and it has such a beautiful, like open space where you can see 100 yards around. So waiting for a motherfucker to show up.
You be a farmer, Rick.
I farm it up until in realistic lifestyles, 3 months when all the bodies decay, and then we're back to
That's
normal.
right. You're a big decay guy.
It's a decay thing, man. Nothing
not
survives.
Wrong. Yeah.
Unless it's a McDonald's burger. It's gonna decay.
We've all had McDonald's though.
Oh shit.
Bum, ba, bum.
No, I'm a decay guy. And plus, I don't know. Whenever you see them, they're falling apart. They're in shambles, So like muscular wise, they're not gonna be able to come at it. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll fuck them up.
Yeah, the only really terrifying ones are the magical zombies.
Yeah, there's no magic here. But like the Red Dawn thing, no way. These people that are coming from Red Dawn, they're obviously military trained, and they have like squads, and they're clearing shit out with massive weapons and blowing people up. There's no way around it. I'm gonna end up being number one. I'm the one that's gonna get shot dead because it's the big dude. Shoot the big dude.
Don't move. All right.
Yeah, make an example. Make an example. Shoot the heavy gut dude. Bop, 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 bop. I'm done. See you later, guys. And then the shit comes out the butt.
Yep. Can't help that.
No, can't help it. Yeah, bud. That was it. That's how I go. That's how I go.
He said that's how I go.
No, zombie. I'll take the zombie apocalypse all day, all the time. No big deal. None at all. None at all. And then Joshua, you piece of shit. I want to tell the listeners here. This guy put me on that fucking gnome shit on the TikToks. It's
I wish
haunting.
I could play that
dude.
music right now.
I know, dude. It's haunting, man. And I'm gonna say, dude, if a little dude was coming in like that, I'm gonna have to give him a good kick and then add him to my fucking lawn.
What Bob is referring to is a newer TikTok trend where this guy grabs a green blanket and a little tiny bug net and gets a little mustache, beardy going on, and a big old triangle top hat. And he crouches around. I think his name's Crouchly or something. But he crouches around and he gets behind the cashier's register at BK and McDonald's and H&M. He's just causing havoc, running around, going crazy. And then now he's got his buddy duct taped up as a knight, chasing after him. It's quite hilarious, but now it's taken the entire TikTok by storm. And now it's infected Bob's algorithm.
It has, and I don't like it. Because I don't have a good algorithm in the first place,
Right.
I really don't. I don't watch that many TikToks anymore. I'm consumed. If I pick up my phone, it's either playing Marvel Strike Force or Arena or reading comic books.
Yeah, I can probably hit 4 or 5 shorts before I'm like, I don't like this.
Yeah.
I want something long form. Like if I'm not listening to a music or a podcast, sometimes I'll listen to like video game retrospectives, which is like 3 hours long of just some guy talking.
Yo, word?
Yeah. King K on YouTube, I hit him up a lot. Basically just like a gigantic overhaul, way too much information review.
Oh, cool.
But I enjoy it for what it's worth.
So tell me, oh, excuse me. What's the challenge for the week?
I think I would like you, Bob. I think I would like to put up Wind River. Have you seen this already?
Wind River?
Yeah.
No, I have not seen this. What is this? Tell me.
Jeremy Renner?
Wind River.
Wind River.
No.
Movie. Okay. So
No.
we'll put that as the movie, and then Season 1, Episode 1, Your Honor.
You got it. I'd take that one because I've been ever since you said it, and it's literally all the time. Every
Now I'm concerned. I don't know if that's the name of the movie. Yeah, that's it. Crime thriller. Yeah.
Where's it on?
It's on Netflix.
Netflix.
Or it was when I watched it.
Wind River. Okay. I'll take a peek at that. I like some Jeremy Renner.
Renner's underrated.
Totally.
Like even as big as he is, like, you know, Avengers and all that, like, I still feel like people don't give him enough credit. Like, yeah, they've tried to shoehorn him into some stuff like the Jason Bourne.
Mm-hmm.
For me, that didn't work out.
No.
But I'm a big Bourne guy. Look at me.
You've been born, yeah.
Look at me.
Yeah.
Big Bourne
is that
guy.
Jason Bourne?
Huge Bourne guy.
I think, you know, people forget and overlook the Hurt Locker.
Yeah.
The Hurt Locker is tip top.
Jam.
I've been wanting to watch that Mayor of Kingstown or whatever that he's in on. I think it's on Paramount. But yeah, I like some Jeremy Renner. Oh shit!
I definitely started really enjoying him in The Town.
The Town. Which car are we taking? Damn, dude, come on.
Boston Jeremy
Come
Renner.
on.
It doesn't get much better than Boston Jeremy Renner.
Come on. Which car are we taking? Jeez, get out of here. I like it.
We gotta hurt some people, and I don't want to talk about it. All right, whose car are we taking?
Shit. That's a good Jeremy Renner. Right? Yeah. Yep. I'm in it.
Well, all right. That has been the Sunday Scaries podcast for this week.
Hell yeah.
Look for us next week. The challenge, again, will be Wind River, starring the beautiful Jeremy Renner.
He looks like a little tiny pit bull.
He does. He has that boxy head.
Mm-hmm.
And then also the Bryan Cranston's Your Honor.
Also
Season
looks
1,
like a little
Episode
pit
1.
bull. He's got a wrinkle face. I feel like Renner, Cranston, and Cena have like this wrinkly face lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're kind of on top of the food chain when it comes to the wrinkle face.
Uh-huh.
They're movie stars.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
They're killing it.
They got talent. They got wrinkle face.
Mm-hmm. They got little divots.
But maybe that's what makes Bryan Cranston. He's so good at squinting. He's like,
get out of here, man, Cranston.
he makes his bread off that.
I really feel like Cranston is like one of those guys where it's a good chill out Sunday night at his house. You know, just chilling, talking shit. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he drinks a lot. He does have his own tequila now.
Oh man, really?
Him and the other guy, Jesse.
Oh, Aaron. I'll say
Breaking
Rogers.
Bad. All right, folks.
All right, yeah.
We're gonna get out of here. This has been another episode of the Sunday Scaries. Catch us next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
To be a lot of fun. Remember all those happy things we've done. Getting lost in the midnight sun seems so natural. Used to be a dreamer, used to be a schemer. Now you throw excuses out like party streamers. loss, it's not mine. If you don't have the time. What happened to the good old days? Are you telling me it was just a phase? Like the moon and the deep blue rays, it seems so natural. I wanna be the same, or be free to change. I wanna turn my hardships into friendships and rise above the pain. If you don't have the time, why are you wasting mine? I have better things to do than to sit around and wait on you. Keep it to yourself. If you're serving something else, it's your loss, it's not mine. If you don't have the time. If you don't have the time. I see lots of tears, thinking they have solitude in a room full of mirrors. If you don't have the time, why are you wasting mine? Well, I have better things to do than to sit around and wait on you. Keep it to yourself. If you're serving something else, it's your loss, it's not mine. If you don't